I have here a single row of sweet sorghum plants, which I am going to show you how to make sorghum syrup on a very small scale. I have about 87 stalks here of various sizes, most fairly big. The row is probably about 55 feet long. Plants were spaced apart, I believe, about 8 inches or so, maybe 6, in early June. Today is September 20th. I checked the canes earlier today with my hydrometer, and the Brix level on the one I checked, which was one of the tallest of the stalks, was 18 Brix. I heard that anytime between 14 and 16 Brix is a good time to press. So the seed head, I think, would be considered at the milk stage for the most part. I don't even think it's quite soft dough yet, though maybe it is. I'm not real clear on the differences there, but last year I think I let these go a little longer. I did them in 2 different pressings, one about a week apart. First pressing I had 17 Brix, but it had dropped down to like 14 Brix the following week, so I want to get on them just a little earlier this year and see how much syrup we can get out of this one row. Let me zoom in on, pull one of these stalk heads, seed heads down so we can see what it looks like. Oh, shoot, I just stumbled there on my net, my electric netting. So here's the seed head. Yeah, that one's probably, I expect that is considered soft dough. So I'm just gonna have to leave that one down now. There's no putting it back up. So I'll be out here probably in a couple days and show you the next step. Alright, I mentioned the using the hydrometer earlier to check the Brix, and I thought I'd show you guys how to do that. A video I watched, they actually cut the stalk and squeeze the juice out, but since I don't have that many stalks, I really don't want to do that. So what I did the other day was I took a needle, any old needle would do. I thought I might be able to use this needle and pull the juice out, but that didn't work. I poke a hole in the stalk there, and then I get my pliers. Let's try this neighboring stalk. Leave that. So I'm gonna, this way I won't forget where I poked it. You saw a little juice came out there. Oh, you see how that juice squirted out? Let me cover this needle up so I don't prick myself. But here's my hydrometer. I'm gonna take that juice and wipe it on there, maybe get a little bit more. See that juice flowing out of there? One little less squeeze. And get the reading there, and that one looks to be about 17. So that's good. That's how you check the Brix without cutting the stalk. One thing you want to do before you cut the stalks is remove the leaves, and I've got a knife here I'm going to do that with. Just kind of come down with it. Don't cut yourself. like so, and we're going to do that we're going to do half a row today and half later. So here's my, well, other than the hydrometer, I guess the first tool here that we're going to use, the specialized tool. You could certainly use pruning shears or something. It would take a little longer, but this is a scythe, and I'm just going to whack these guys down. You can see we took the leaves off half the row here. Alright, so we've got them all chopped down here, as you can see. Well, the half row. Now we need to remove the seed head. So there may be a better way to do this, but we're just going to pick them up in the field individually and whack them off. And you can suck a little juice out while you're at it. So here is our next step after cutting and de-leafing the stalks. We're going to run it through the wood chipper into this big blue barrel, and we'll have that in action shortly. Okay, so we're now getting ready to extract the juice using this grape press or fruit press. This could be the limiting factor, I suppose, for some of you small scale makers, because it's pretty easy to come by a wood chipper, renting it or whatnot, or probably you own one. Fruit press, not quite as common, but they are available. This size I got used off of eBay, I think, for $150 or so. So here's what we'll do. So we just tightened down the drill press here, the screw press I guess they call it, and you can see the green juice there. It doesn't look very appetizing, but it'll be good when it's syrup, and it's dripping into through our funnel, our filtered funnel, into the container. Okay, here we are cooking down the sorghum juice. It's several months later, Christmas Day to be exact. And so I've got my stainless steel buffet steamer pan here, and I've poured my sorghum juice in there. And it's slowly boiling at the moment. And you get this little bit of green, for lack of a better word, soap or scum. You want to take that off the surface. What I'm doing here. Okay, so here we have the much reduced sorghum juice down to really pretty close to syrup, and now I'm going to take the pan over there and pour it through the funnel and get it filtered. Here is the syrup now in a smaller pan. I've transferred it down, and it's getting pretty close to the syrup stage. I'll be checking that shortly with my hydrometer. Okay, I just finished bottling the syrup, and it looks like I got just shy of 6 cups out of that 50-foot row of sorghum. So that wraps up this video. I hope somebody else can do the small-scale operation like I did.